is the second question. And then the third question that I wanted to answer that someone reached out to me is they were editing their audio, or they were going to edit their audio in a different application from Final Cut. And they wanted to send over they weren't actually doing the editing, they were sending it to someone else, but they wanted to send over their project to this other person, but there was some audio that they didn't want to include when they sent it out to them. So essentially there's some clips that have audio that they want to delete that audio so it doesn't get exported when they send this project out. So you can certainly go in here and lower the volume of a clip, like I'm going to do with this first clip here, this hiking multicam spot. And if you lower that audio, that's great for inside of Final Cut. But as you play the project and edit it, it's going to play that audio back, and it's still there. So you might not hear it, but it's all still there. And usually when you are editing or working with someone else with audio, you're going to send them the files. You might even go through and export this as like an XML file, which is just basically the math. It's basically just here's where the project is, and they're going to get that audio then if you send it to them. So what we actually want to do is detach this audio and delete it. So in my opinion, if you're going to edit this with someone else, and again, try these workflows out to see what works, but in many cases, if you want to get rid of this audio from this clip and send it to them, select the clip. You can either do right click or control click on it and choose the detach audio, or like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, you can use control shift S, and that'll detach it, and then you can select the audio and hit the delete key to delete that audio. Now it's no longer on that clip, so when you send it out to them, they should not get that audio. And that's usually how I recommend kind of removing the audio fully. Now as a reminder, if you actually need that audio and you want it for the project, you just don't want to send it out, that's where you're going to go up to your project in the library and duplicate the project. Just right click on it, control click on it, or you can use the shortcut Command D to duplicate it. I usually recommend using Shift Command D to duplicate a project as a snapshot. This really helps out if you're using compound clips or multicam clips and you don't want these projects to be impacting each other. Snapshots can be helpful. If that doesn't make sense, I do have a separate video on that which you can watch. All right, so that was my question there. The next one came over from Instagram, which you can go follow at Final Cut Pro Help or DM me at Final Cut Pro Help, and I can go through and help out with questions you have. So don't hesitate to throw those out there. But this one